And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Tank Carradine in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. Tank Carradine in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost, hold on to it. Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this. Until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. second down. They'll run with Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Mario Edwards continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hurry up!
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it is flushed to it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, but probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to sling this deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with his first NFL pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Cooper was the target there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action now. Rivers. And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd down, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing Rivers. Oh, man, it's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move. Rivers now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And now running right through it. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Melvin Gordon, 58 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive?
That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 64 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. To throw, it's Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down. Took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Rivers now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now. There we go. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now Carr on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
To throw on third down. Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Carr. Got to have this one. And Cook has it left side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Orange. 12. Hurry up.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for a loss of 5. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 88 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
6-18.
On 1st down, Carr escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Corey Legion able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Legion in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Benjamin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers getting set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They find some open field here. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Let's go. Here we go. 12.
Rivers here to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Justin Ellis in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Rivers now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Sturgis for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Carr gives to Rashard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Monday, down. Wide at 8, 6:37. 7:34. Switch up.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.